Monday Night Raw Hot Takes is where I take your thoughts, your opinions, and, well, we'll talk about them, but I got 3 words for you. Holy crap. What the heck, guys? I'm at 11,450 subscribers. I can't believe it. We broke 10K. I've been saying that we're gonna break 10K for about forever now, and we did it, and I am pumped. We broke it early this morning, but I was at work all day. I was at work. My head is still wet from the shower, and I found the shirt that I wore today in today's video. I gotta say, I love each and every one of you. If you are new to the channel, thank you. Thank you for bringing me one step closer to the dream of quitting the day job and becoming a full-time YouTube content creator. And even though I'm going to play the video, I already recorded this video. I recorded this video at like 5 a.m., but I just had to give a little opening saying thank you. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you giving me a chance to just, to talk wrestling with each and every one of you. I promise to try my best. I'm going to get a little nerdy, though. You got to put up with the nerd in me. And, oh, man, you know what? Okay, so tomorrow's video, I promise I'll talk more about this, but just so you know, this is all pre-taped before I knew we were going to shatter the 10,000 mark and go to 11,450. Wow, guys. Wow, girls. You're amazing. We'll talk more on tomorrow's video about this, but stay tuned. We're going to have a belt giveaway this weekend. We're going to give away a belt. So without further ado, the Monday Night Raw Hot Takes that I filmed early today. Monday Night Raw Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of Raw, SmackDown, and or PLEs, and let's get going. We got Jey in Love. WWE did right by Iyo. She deserved it, and woo, buddy, she did deserve it. Can't believe it. Cannot believe that we got a shock title win. In fact, Yeet Mania Baby says, OMG, I'm happy that Iyo wins the title, and it's all because Rhea got arrogant big time, and she lost. So it seems like a lot of people are just like, woohoo! I am with Jey in Love here, that Iyo did deserve it. Iyo did deserve it. Last year, I think, low-key, Iyo might have been the overall pound-for-pound best wrestler in the ring. I really started liking Iyo, surprisingly, after she lost the title to Bayley. It was, I just got a subscriber. It was during that match, actually. I kind of just wasn't paying much attention to Iyo, but her and Bayley had one of the best matches at WrestleMania 40, and from that point forward, I really kept an eye on her, and there was this one match last year on Raw where she beat Bianca Belair, and I was just like, wow, why have I not been paying attention to her? And ever since then, I've just been like, she comes on the screen, she gets in that ring, and I've been glued to watching her, and I'm very impressed, very happy, agree with Jey in Love that she deserved it. They did right by her for all the hard work that she has put in, and Rhea lost. That's crazy to me. Rhea Ripley lost her title after that long drawn out, a little too drawn out feud with Liv Morgan. Still can't believe that she lost this close to WrestleMania, but we got people with their own opinions on that. Desha Gig says Iyo winning, it was unexpected. Yes, it was. No way did I think they were not going to go with Bianca versus Rhea. That's a match I want to see, and I'm not even a huge Rhea fan. I am definitely an Iyo fan over Rhea, but I logically knew that the money match was Rhea versus Bianca, and yet, guess I was wrong. And then we got Jay Levi now. Congratulations to Iyo becoming a Grand Slam Women's Champion. Very much so, Iyo. If you're watching this, which I know you're not, congratulations. And then we got Damian King. The crowd was hot. Unexpected title change. Triple threat incoming. There you go. That's what people are kind of saying now. Triple threat incoming. Another subscriber, way to go. Let me put that on mute. Damian King, the crowd was hot, unexpected title change, and triple threat incoming. There you go. That's what people are kind of saying now, that we're probably going to get a triple threat. But honestly, I don't know how we get the triple threat. Like Yeet Mania Baby said, Rhea lost because she was overconfident. It was her fault. There was no cheating involved. Yeah, they pushed each other for a minute, but the referee saw everything and didn't throw the match out. So honestly, there's no reason to have to run it back. Now you could say, oh, what about her rematch clause? Technically, the rematch clause doesn't exist. Now, they do have it pop up every once in a while, but canonically, there is no rematch clause. So, if they don't want to do it, they don't have to. Now, Rhea did do an amazing promo after on WWE.com. She did an amazing promo on how she was just so mad, disappointed, and feeling isolated. And honestly, I think this loss might be the best thing for her. And I don't know if they're going to go the direction of a heel turn, but I don't know. It's just her having weakness actually makes me have sympathy for Rhea. But as in regards to Iyo Sky, how do they get the triple threat? How do they do a triple threat? Because right now it's Bianca versus Iyo. How does Rhea get back in there? I don't know. But it does seem like that's going to happen. I don't know. I guess right now it's just maybe this is one of those times where instead of instantly booking the future, we should just enjoy the moment. Enjoy Rhea. Enjoy Iyo winning. Monster Jam Brawny. I know this guy's gonna. I'm so happy that Iyo Sky is champion because she's my favorite wrestler on today's roster. I'm gonna say this for Monster Jam Brawny, this guy is not just jumping on the bandwagon. I jumped on the bandwagon, but Monster Jam Brawny since day one is singing the praises of Iyo Sky, and Mr. Jam Brawny, I am very happy for you. I have been there where I'm like the only person that sees the greatness of a wrestler before everybody else does, before the majority does. And finally, when everybody else starts to see it, you're like, told you so, and then they win the title, and you're vindicated for all those times that nobody would listen when you were like, this person is the greatest. And that happened to me with Mick Foley in WWE. So before WWE, people already knew his greatness, but in WWE, I was one of the first people to jump on the Mankind bandwagon. I'm like, this guy. And so when he won the title on Raw, changing the landscape of the Monday Night War, I felt a little vindicated. I felt proud. It was like me and Mick, we were on that journey together of getting that acceptance from the WWE crowd, if that makes sense. And yes, I did compare Iyo's win to Mick Foley's win, so deal with it. And while we're on the subject of title changes, I want this title to change from my hands to your hands. That's right, I'm giving away a title every 10,000 subscribers, and guess what? I don't want to jinx myself, but I got over 400 subscribers last night, meaning I am very close to 10,000. I might be at 10,000 subscribers in the next week. That's insane to me. I cannot believe it. Now, I'm not going to be able to quit my day job at 10,000, but I'm going to be closer, and who knows, maybe at 20,000 I can quit the day job. But let's focus on the 10. I'm going to give away a belt at 10,000 subscribers. I already gave away a belt on this channel already. It's being shipped out as we speak, and I'm going to give another one away every 10,000 subscribers. So 10,000, give away a belt. 20,000, give away a belt. How do you get said belt? How do you get a chance for this title to change hands to you, my wonderful viewers? Well, it's easy. You just gotta comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. Maybe a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. If you can do 2 thumbs up, maybe you have 2 accounts. If you have 2 accounts, go give me 2 thumbs up. If you only have 1 account, 1 thumbs up will do. But yeah, you can win this belt. Be like Iyo Sky. Win this belt out of nowhere. Let's do one more Iyo, and then we'll go to other hot takes from Raw. We have Tizmickey 2007 saying, now I'm really starting to think Bianca is a heel. There's no way she didn't calculate that win for Iyo. And LOL, why didn't the ref end the match when Bianca pushed Rhea? So that is valid. The moment Bianca touched Rhea Ripley should have been a disqualification. Now, there has been in the past where the ref does allow some leeway, and I think that was one of the instances. I wish they would have said something on the mic. They could have, the announcers, they could have said something like, oh, it's just a push. Jessica's probably not going to disqualify her or for them. And yeah, so very, very minor thing, but yeah, technically, it should have been a disqualification, even if it was Rhea who started it. No matter what, the moment a non-participant touches a participant, it's a disqualification. So Rhea does have somewhat of a crutch to lean on if she wants to play that card. However, as a face, Rhea can't really play that card. She would have to turn heel to then use Bianca as an excuse. Now, your first statement though, Bianca knew that happened. Bianca was being calculating. I still don't see them turning her heel, but I'm starting to. I am starting to. I was very much, it was Naomi who attacked Jade, but now I'm beginning to think, I'm not gonna lie, Tiz Mickey, you got me thinking that maybe I've been wrong, and I'm gonna have to do an apology video to Naomi soon, because I have been like, day one, when Jade got hurt, you could probably go back and see a live stream where I'm like, that was Naomi, totally Naomi. I was like, I was blaming Naomi since day one. It might be Bianca. I'm beginning to think it was Bianca. So I'm not willing to switch sides yet. I'm still Team Bianca, but Naomi, just know that if I was wrong, you got an apology coming. Booker TTJC, the Booker man. We got I need Karrion Kross and Dom as a tag team. I can't explain why. I just get the vibe that those characters will play off each other and cause a lot of chaos. They definitely would cause a lot of chaos. Whew. Karrion Kross would fit really well into the Judgment Day. Honestly, he would be a great leader if they took Finn out of the equation, which Finn needs to go anyways. Like, Judgment Day is doing him no favors. Ever since he lost at Hell in the Cell to Edge, WrestleMania, 39, I believe, 38? Yeah, has done him no favors. So we need to get Finn out of there, put Karrion Kross in, and yeah, it's going to be kind of like the Final Testament, but so what? Get Karrion Kross in there. It'd be great for Karrion Kross to have minions that actually have personality. And yeah, let him be a tag team. Go for it. I want Dom to have more ring time on TV. Ducky Devon, I'm losing interest in Gunther's title reign. You're telling me I'm supposed to believe he's a threat when Otis went back and forth with him for like a 10-minute match. Otis is literally a jobber. How is the world heavyweight champion struggling with Otis? I agree. So last week, ironically, I was okay with a back and forth with Tozawa, but not with Otis. The reason why is last week, Gunther was a bully. Last week, Gunther underestimated Tozawa. Last week, he was laughing at Tozawa. So, storyline-wise, we should have got a 3 to 4 minute match with Tozawa where it was like close call after close call because Gunther took his eye off of the prize. This week, though, Gunther is coming in to punish Alpha Academy, Alpha Babes, whatever they are. He's coming in to punish them. He's not coming in to bully them, right? He's trying to prove a point. And so that mindset of Gunther changes everything. And Otis is great, but they dropped the ball with him. And because they dropped the ball with him, he is a jobber, like it or not. And he should have lost to Gunther in a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes without much offense because it was a different mindset that Gunther was in. And yeah, so I was getting them back on board the Gunther train, but I think it took I don't know if it derailed or not, but it definitely is, maybe there's a cow on the tracks and it has stopped for a second. So let's get the cow off the tracks and get going again because we gotta, like, choo-choo, Gunther needs to keep having forward momentum. Another from Ducky Devon, we got get those title off the War Raiders. New Day needs them. Yes, 100% yes. I would have been very happy with American Made winning the titles yesterday because it was an excellent match. It really was an excellent match, and I'm just not feeling the War Raiders. I can look at them and be like, they've got a unique look. They're very cool. I don't know, their power moves, I love their tag team moves, very unique, love it, but as characters, I'm still not connecting with them. And American Made, I do connect with. And American Made has some really good power moves and athletic moves as well. So I was really hoping for that. But if we're not going to do it, well, then I really hope that it was just to make War Raiders strong. So when the New Day step up, they can win, and it's meaningful, because having a tag team champions that have won some of their feuds, okay, as long as we know where we're going with it, and it needs to go to the New Day, because this LWO feud with the New Day, well, I'm impressed the LWO got a vignette. Way to go, Hat Guy, no Hat Guy. I need the New Day to move on from this. We're not going from one of the best tag teams of all time to having a struggle against one of the weakest factions of all time. New Day needs to move on and get to the War Raiders and beat them. Yeet Mania baby, love how CM Punk is a god on the mic and can destroy The Rock and Cena and Seth in one epic promo. CM Punk is he came out on fire tonight. What a way to open Raw. He came out and yelling at the crowd, give me someone to yell at. Give me someone. And you knew who they were going to shout out. I highly doubt they were going to be like, Carmelo Hayes, yell at Carmelo Hayes, So CM Punk knew what he was doing by saying, I'll yell at anybody. But at the same time, it is still impressive that he can just be like, okay, The Rock, and then he goes off on The Rock. Okay, Cena goes off on Cena. Okay, Seth, and I loved it. CM Punk always excellent on the mic. A guy of few catchphrases, so he just goes. Everything is new, everything is exciting when CM Punk is on the mic. You don't know what exactly he's going to say, because the only thing he really repeats himself nowadays is, isn't it great to be alive in such and such? And well, it wasn't great to be alive in Buffalo, because he didn't start with that. He just started off with, I'm mad, I want to beat someone up, and then him and Seth got into that 10-minute brawl. Amazing stuff. Start Raw like that all the time. Guy Wonder Wolf doesn't seem to share my opinion, though. CM Punk is so predictable. I knew he was going to complain about The Rock, John Cena, and Seth Rollins, and Bianca is too happy for someone who just witnessed their friend get their butt beat by their other friend. Valid. Okay, first. Okay, the CM Punk thing, I mean, yeah, what? Who's he supposed to come out, though, Wonder Wolf? I love you, bud, but, is he supposed to come out and cut a scathing promo on Apollo Crews? No. Seth Rollins cost him the match, and then John Cena and Rock, they're the big headliners, So I get why it was predictable, but predictable in the right ways. And then you do bring up an interesting point of Bianca being a little too happy, though. That's funny, yeah. I'm gonna be in main event of WrestleMania. Oh, by the way, your friends, what about that? Oh, yeah, that sucks. Maybe Tiz Mickey was right, and Bianca is the villain. Ooh, I better get my apology ready for Naomi. And what else does Wonder Wolf say? We've got, and Jey and Gunther have to beat the heck out of each other or something to make this better. Yeah, their feud is kind of I like Gunther saying that he was going to make his life miserable, but he really hasn't. Other than, kind of taking shots at him and beating up kind of his friends. I don't know. The Alpha Academy and him never really shared a lot of screen time, so I don't feel like they're friends. I think Gunther should go to, Jey Uso's dressing room, find his kid there, and do something to intimidate the kid, or just knock the food out of his hand or something. It has to get personal, not just beating up. Tonight was fine because Gunther getting behind him with the sleeper did kind of wake up a sleeping giant of Jey Uso later on. He had the mic, Jackie Redmond trying to interview him, and he was like, man, everyone doubts me, but I'm beginning to doubt myself, and that's not cool. I'm not going to do that. So it did fire him up, but the physicality isn't enough. Wrestling is more than just fighting, ironically, so we need to see something else, and Gunther needs to make this personal, to make this great. And case in point, Tiz Mickey, if this feud with Gunther and Jey doesn't pick up soon, they're going to be third on the card. Oh, God. Could you imagine the world champion, the winner of the Royal Rumble, third on the card, second on the card? If they don't open or they don't close, then, that's embarrassing. So, but she is right. Something needs to happen. And she also says this was the best opening to Raw in a very long time. And agreed. Agreed. Jay Levi now, patron of the channel, just joined yesterday. Also, I have exclusive content on Patreon if you're so interested. Help me get to that quitting the day job a little sooner. I did the math. I think I need like 100 patrons to quit. So if you want to help me out and get exclusive content, go to Patreon. It's in the description below. But we got Jay Levi now saying Chad is so entertaining. It's a shame they aren't doing more with him, but it seems like that's about to change. 100% about to happen. We finally get some payoff, progression to this Chad Gable luchador. Oh my God. This Chad Gable luchador program that's happening. I don't know how this story works. It is such a ridiculous story, and yet Chad Gable makes it work. It's really funny. And they used the cinematic. They did a cinematic promo with Chad Gable getting probably a luchador mask from some back alley guy, having to pay $500 for what's in the box. What's in the box? Probably going to be a luchador mask. Are we going to get Mr. America 2, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But whatever it is, Chad Gable, he touches it, it turns to gold. Unfortunately, once he gets in the ring, though, his shoulders hit the mat. Jey Uso is not main event talent. Whew, here's a hot take for you. What is it? Jamie DW. Jey Uso is not main event talent and is only there because of his family. I very much disagree with this take. He can be main event talent, in my opinion. His time in the Bloodline was like top tier storytelling. I feel that he fell a little too reliant. He became a little reliant on Yeet and this, but honestly, I don't blame him. That's like crazy. Why wouldn't you want to do this if you got 15,000 people doing it with you? But no, Jey Uso, I think he has it in him to be main event talent. I do not buy he's only there because of family. Okay, maybe they got his foot in the door, but the dude is like the Usos as a tag team, just amazing. 14 years, amazing stuff. They're probably my favorite tag team behind the Dudleys. My second favorite tag team of all time. They put in the work. Now, you could argue if he is whether or not he's a main event player. That's a fair argument to have, but to say he's only in WWE because of his family, no. Maybe Ava might be there only because of her family, but not Jey Uso. Jey Uso is an amazing talent, and I do believe he has the potential, every potential, to be a great addition to the main event. He has to tighten up his microphone skills, which he did have an excellent promo at the end of Raw, and I've seen him do excellent promos with Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. He needs to tap into that more, and he does need to add a couple moves to his moveset, but to say that he's not main event, I don't agree, but that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. It's hot takes. This is not me saying you are wrong. It's me saying I disagree with you, and I'm glad we can discuss it. I asked for hot takes, and that was one. Thank you. Thank you for bravely putting your opinion down, even if it's wrong. Just kidding. Well, I mean, half, but thank you. Conquistador Explore. I'm not sure if this is a hot take, but Gunther title reign sucks. Priest was way better champion. Gunther doesn't even defend titles on pay-per-views and feels unimportant and feuds with the likes of Tozawa or Jey Uso. Meanwhile, opposite champion Cody feuds with The Rock and John Cena. Yeah, you're not wrong. The Jey Uso feud, I feel, is okay, and I know why they did Tozawa. But overall, you're right. Priest, surprisingly, had the strongest title run last year, which is crazy because I was like, oh God, they gave it to Priest. And then by the end, I was like, yeah, good job, Damian Priest. There you go, Daniel Pupa. I said something good about Damian Priest. But yeah, Gunther's title run, surprisingly, not that good, which sucks because we've already seen his IC title run. We know it can be amazing and awesome. I don't understand how we had this awesome template of Gunther already established and we're not applying it to his world title run. I don't know. You are right. While I don't agree with your full statement, I agree with like 85% of your statement. So, okay. So, next hot take. Akmel Ryan. First of all, as you asked it, it's Ryan, not Ryan. There's an I between the R and the Y. Thank you very much. So, I'm going to tell you this, and I swear to you, I don't mean to do this, but I am historically horrible with pronouncing names. I don't know what it is. I pronounce names wrong, and I apologize. So if you are a regular viewer and you're gonna be, if you see that I am constantly mispronouncing your name, I'm not trying to be funny. Just phonetically spell it for me, and I will try to remember. And I do apologize whenever I do get it wrong. Thank you, Ahmed Ryan, for correcting me. I asked him to correct me last week, and he did. So thank you. Please always correct me. Names are important, and I want to be respectful to everybody. So what does he say? We got number one, the predictability of WWE, the unpredictability of WWE has increased very much since the Royal Rumble. Jey winning, Cena turning heel, Iyo winning today has increased the shock factor of WWE, and Iyo deserved it as workhorse of last year. I agree with the workhorse of last year, and you are right. Those are three huge surprises on the road to WrestleMania 41 that I didn't see coming. All three instances, I said, no way. I said, I didn't even think that Jey Uso could win. I didn't even think that John Cena could turn heel. And with Iyo, I said multiple times, yeah, it'd be cool if she won, but no way. No way. The best hope she gets is a triple threat, and she won last night. Pretty clean, too, so it's like, whoa. And then number two, after Seth referring to Roman to Adam Pearce, I think Roman is finally showing up to cost Seth to cost Seth the steel cage match, and hence starting their one-on-one feud with Mania. Looks like we're very much on the same page. I think it's going to be a triple threat, but other than that, I agree with you. Roman's going to show up. I hope you're right, though. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. I'd rather it be one-on-one Seth versus Roman. But what does CM Punk do? That's the question, especially because now Logan Paul seems to be feuding with AJ Styles, and Drew McIntyre seems to be feuding with Damian Priest. CM Punk has nothing to do unless he can get inserted into that main event, but with Cody and John Cena, I don't know. It seems like Roman and Seth is the play here, which I don't like. Feroha BF, Punk being the old Punk on the mic, and why is Gable and Finn the forgotten ones? Yeah, Punk being the old Punk on the mic, awesome, amazing. No holds barred, not pulling his punches. Gable, I don't think is forgotten because he had a vignette. That was a good piece of storytelling, so I think hold off your judgment on Gable. But Finn, forgotten? Yes. Ooh, Finn, so far down the card. He calls out the champion, the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. He proceeds to get multiple people to attack him, and he still has to run away. He definitely forgotten. 5-star Cam, the fact that Triple H is being so bold with his booking is getting me hooked. Good, I'm glad. Triple H definitely shaking things up. I don't know if he's shaking it up because he saw that people weren't excited, or if it's all been in the plans since day one. He's always going to say it's been in the plans since day one. Just be patient, but nah. I know sometimes the squeaky wheel gets heard, and sometimes I can see Triple H changing his tune here and there, but I don't know. I'm just, whatever it is, it's very unpredictable. Triple H, you're doing an amazing job right now. Zay Studios, Triple H has forced me to sit down and watch with his unpredictability, with his unpredictable booking. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Even last week, I was kind of like not paying attention to the women's tag team match, and suddenly, at some point, I was forced to watch it because of how good it was, and then they did a shock title change. So, Triple H, his booking, making us watch, making it must-see TV. Raphael Adair, we got Punk is the best in the world for a reason. He turned Monday Night Raw into Monday Night Cookout as he grilled. Yep, he grilled. He was cooking. He cooked. He cooked on the microphone. What a way to start Raw. And then, he said that Rock, Cena, and Seth were like shish kebabs. I smell Roman coming to attack them both in the cage. Yep, I smell what you're cooking as well, Raphael. And then we have Chad Gable Luchasaur is cooking. I can't wait to see what's in the box. Yeah, it's going to be a mask. It's going to be ridiculous in all the good ways. Sometimes ridiculous in wrestling is like, ridiculous in wrestling. And sometimes it's like, ridiculous in wrestling. And then we got Gunther versus Otis. wasn't bad. I don't know how Gunther can put you over and dominate you at the same time. He is an artist. All right, so I disagree with you a little here on this one, but I get what you're saying. Gunther can put you over and dominate you. That's a valid point. That is a valid point. I just feel that he should have just dominated harder, I guess, but that's okay. We're allowed to have a little bit of a disagreement. And then number 4, Rhea is going to crash out big time next week, and it's going to be glorious. She's already kind of started crashing out. Go check out the WWE.com exclusive interview with Jackie Redmond and Rhea. Like, for real, she's like, I have never been so sympathetic for Rhea. It's hard to get sympathy for Rhea because she's so tall, powerful, buff, overpowered. But how she gave that interview made me actually feel sorry for her. And I'm excited. Because I want to like Rhea more. I just can't because of how they book her. They book her too strong. And if now she has weaknesses, I might be able to start to get behind Rhea. Demon King, I missed the live stream. I do a live stream for all PLEs and Raw and SmackDown if you ever want to come join. Had to leave, but my hot take is Bliss should have won. I could see it. I could see Bliss winning, but maybe because she's been gone for so long, and a lot of fans have jumped on board since Bliss was gone. So maybe they got to reintroduce Alexa Bliss so everybody can really latch on to her as champion, because she's definitely going to be future champion again. Alexa Bliss is too good not to be champion, but maybe right now was not the time. Plus the Wyatt 6 looming over. Let's deal with that. Let's figure that out before we put her into a long championship program. John Brecco, if I told you you should be excited for a face CM Punk versus heel John Cena in 2025, just a few years back, I wouldn't blame you if you had me drug tested, punched, kicked, robbed of all my valuables and said I didn't deserve it. I would understand. Yeah, like, it is so insane that in 2025, face CM Punk, who we thought would never return back to the company, versus heel John Cena, who, well, like, I can't believe he's a heel. I still can't believe he's a heel. Face CM Punk back in WWE and heel CM Punk fighting, or heel John Cena fighting in 2025. You're right. If you had told me that a few years back, John Brecco, would not have believed you. That is insane, and that's the timeline we're in, so amazing. Daniel Poobah, hearing Finn Balor say, "In this ring, I'm untouchable," was honestly very cringe. When was the last time he caught a W? Daniel, you are so right. I love Finn Balor. Don't get me wrong. Don't see me laughing at Finn Balor as like you hate Finn. No, I actually love Finn, but I've totally given up on him. And it is like, you are absolutely right. Like, come on, dude. You're untouchable. Show me your win-loss record. Show me your win record. It's like, oh, I got a win one time in the last 4 years. Yeah, okay, sit down. Sorry. Shazam Hassan, having Cena, Rock, and Cody disappear for weeks is a massive mistake and risks the heel turn ending up like the New Day or the Wyatt 6. Valid. We gotta, like, not repeat those mistakes. I think the New Day did keep showing up, but the Wyatt 6, yeah, they, like, that is a good example. Now, I think The Rock and Cena can get away with it because it kind of adds to their, like, I hate you because you keep leaving. When you're a bad guy, you can actually leave, and it adds to your character. When you come back, you can just be like, I just don't care about you guys. You're not important enough for me to show up. Cody Rhodes, though, he can't. Now this, though, Cody Rhodes is going to be on SmackDown, and SmackDown is his home show, so I understand why they're doing it. I could have also understood why they brought Cody here right now on Monday Night Raw. I would have loved that, and I think it is kind of a missed opportunity because there was probably a lot of people tuning in. A lot of people tuning in who heard of John Cena's heel turn, so they probably tuned in to see something. So maybe they should have done it tonight and then had John Cena leave for an extended amount of time or something like that, only to get people who had gone away for a long time back. But maybe that's why they started Raw so hot with CM Punk, because it's like, oh, well, at least I got this too. And a lot of people are like, oh, CM Punk's back in WWE. I get what you're saying. You make very valid points. And we will get Cody, though, on Friday night. And I guess on March 16th is when John Cena's returning. So that's, I guess, when we get our when we find out everything. But I did just do a video on all the clues of John Cena's heel turn. Literally just did the video. It's the one popping off right now. Overnight, it got 10,000 views. So I'm really hoping that you guys and girls go watch it right now. And so there you have it. Those are my hot takes for Monday Night Raw. There was a lot of comments this week, so I apologize if I didn't get to you. Keep commenting though on these hot takes, and I'll get to you. Don't you worry. Boys, girls, have yourselves a great day.